Hello, good morning. The biggest challenge for India now has come from a emerging superpower like China. Whatever the internal economic dimension of China it is, they are trying to control land, air, water, space. The coronavirus biological war against world within quotes the leakage from the Wuhan, it is still question. So now the question is India as a state which is trying to emerge powerfully. So this state, the China has problem with all its neighbors, land, air, water disputes, and it is trying to control water, the flow of water from Tibet. Tibet, which is the bowl of the world, because most of the rivers originates from there. India's main river, one of the most important river, Brahmaputra, to Mekong River in Southeast Asia, all are emerging from Tibet. So China is trying to dismantle or control this smooth flow of rivers. So for the and China claims that it has overcome poverty in a very maximum level. Now the question for India is the Prime Minister Narendra Modi sir, he very categorically said that India we have to make $5 trillion economy, which can be achievable. So what I personally feel is that India should go with the targets of $5 trillion economy and a per capita income of minimum $5,000 very soon. Then it has to be increased to $10,000 by 2030. See, because when the world is moving in the 5G, now the research on 6G is trying to emerge, India's development is very much needed for the world. When vaccines, either in Serum Institute or in the Pune or the Bharat Biotech in the Hyderabad, it was started. India always thought not to use only for itself, but also India lent to other countries of the world. We are giving it to many developing countries and the most vulnerable countries the medicines. Building of parliament in Afghanistan to African countries, India is always going for a light or a lamp to the people who are suffering. So now the question for India is, India has to emerge as a powerful technological IoT things, artificial intelligence, industrial automation, with that agriculture, manufacturing, IT, and all the sectors of development. So for that, what is important for India is internal and external dynamics of the world. We internally, India should be very peaceful. Protests should be in the designated areas. That should not harm our economy. That should not create problem for our transportation. That should not create problem for our business people. So when few people are protesting, they are blocking the highway roads. Through that way, so it is creating a ripple on economy. Please don't do that. Have a peaceful protest in a designated areas. Have it for 1 year, 6 months, 8 months, until your demands are met. But you should be very clear. Second thing is the language issues, river water issues. All these things are been raked up, and many young students have been made to say Pakistan Jindabad. Example in Bangalore, and some students are giving toolkits, materials to speak against India. This is very shocking. Last time when I was in Delhi India Foundation meeting, Mr. Vikram Sood, former Raw chief, was saying very well. We need young people for nation. So if these young people in India, either in Bangalore or anywhere, if they are speaking the language of other countries, our enemies, that's really shocking, which we have to think about it. The nextly, the most important thing is externally, Pakistan is our enemy. So as Vajpayee sir said, we can change anybody in this world, but not our neighbors. In the same way, we have to be very careful about them. So for the Pakistan, India-China relationship improvement is not necessary for them. They want at any cost India and China have problem, have border issues, and there should be fighting between them so that they can take advantage. because ideology and global isms have gone. But China, Pakistan wants somehow to survive. So they are giving their daughters, they're selling their daughters to China to marry for the Chinese people, or they're getting themselves in the forced debt which they can't repay. They can't repay. Then the ISI is mingling with North with some anti-social elements, anti-national elements, global terror against India. So these are the challenges globally we're facing with that climate change. There are many things which has to be taken into consideration. Otherwise, the emergence of the nation will not happen.